How many people die by cancer and fire each year in the world? How would you cancer and virus? How many people die each year in the world on cancer and virus in the world? I ask, how many people die by cancer and virus each year in the world?
Good evening, everyone. It's your friendly neighborhood Nostrabongus here. I was thinking to myself, how do I approach this extremely cringy video of a gay Jewish man begging for the acceptance of a fast-talking, neurotic, socially awkward, short, possibly even gayer Jewish man? And of course, the best way to go about it is to take the piss out of both of them. I found this clip from the Dave Rubin Show. I think it's a recent interview. I can't really tell because it seems like Dave wears the same exact jacket every time he interviews people. And he has Shapiro and Peterson on so often that I can never tell what interview is what. So I believe this is from a recent one. And you guys might remember that back a couple of months ago, he interviewed Shapiro and they got into this argument about baking the gay wedding cake and coming over for his gay anniversary, and it was a huge cringe fest, and we saw how Shapiro is basically just this douchey, little awkward, religious retard. Yeah, he's an idiot. I don't care how smart he is and that he went to Berkeley. I don't give a shit. He's a retard. He's the guy that touts facts over feelings, of course, except for when it comes to his God. And he's the type that'll point out bigotry from Muslims towards gay people, but it's alright for him to have his thoughts on gays, but it's not bigotry. You gotta tolerate everything from the religious, but the religious don't have to tolerate what they don't like. We know how that goes. And we'll actually come back to that in a little bit. But I watched this clip and I'm just amazed at how Dave Rubin has no fucking spine whatsoever. And you might actually see a little bit of what little spine he has in this video. He tries to give some pushback, but his attempts are so limp-wristed, haha, gay joke, that he just falls flat on his face. It's sad because I'm going to make fun of Rubin a lot in this video, even though I want to make fun of Shapiro more than Rubin. But it's kind of unavoidable at this point. Rubin is a lost cause. He's a hack. He has no integrity whatsoever. Constantly, lately he's been having a lot of Christians on and just, talking about Christianity. And yeah, the Christians, they're so persecuted, it's crazy. This is the shit that he's pushing lately. It's fucking pathetic, especially coming from a so-called atheist. But let's go through the clip a little bit and have some fun with this.
But
can I make a bold prediction?
Sure.
30 years from now, we're going to be sitting here doing this, hopefully in a bigger garage. Maybe.
In Texas, probably.
And
yeah.
you may well have moved me on the abortion issue, and I think I may have moved you on coming to an anniversary party. What do you think about that?
I think there's a possibility. I mean, I'd have to think about that again. The issue, as you know, not to get back into well-trod territory. I think it would be unlikely that you'd move me, but I can never rule out the possibility of being moved on anything, obviously. And again, this comes back down to, the difference between approving of activity and approving of human beings. I wouldn't, if you invited me to a party on Friday night, I also wouldn't go, right? I mean,
Alright, well, he's squirming so hard to try and avoid the question, he really doesn't want to answer it. Which points to something that I always think about the religious. They're not looking to be moved from their position. They're not looking to take in evidence and see that they were wrong and, religion is bullshit and there is no God. They want to stay firm in that position. They want to believe in God. They want to justify the things in their Bible or their Torah, whatever the fuck they're reading. But seriously, Ben just comes off as the most socially awkward person. You'll see in this next part of the clip when they start getting into it. He just seems like the type that is neurotic and walking around in a big city, he would just be freaked out by everything. Oh my god, what's going on? What's this? Oh my god, look at the bum. Oh my god, look, the two gay people holding hands. Oh my god, I can't believe all this. What is going on? This is crazy. Oh my god. He just seems like that type to me, and I honestly don't see the appeal and why people like this guy. He's such a schmuck. And trying to compare not going out on Shabbos and not going to your friend's party because he's gay. They're not really comparable now, are they? But like I said, who cares about facts over feelings when it's, your religion?
It's just not something I do.
Definitely not a Shabbat anniversary.
A Shabbat anniversary, I think, probably is out, yeah.
A Sunday afternoon
a Sunday afternoon gay-ish anniversary, like, or maybe just how about just have like a freaking barbecue, dude? Like, does everything have to be?
No, but the party's not going to be gay. It's just we'll have a barbecue.
And there you go. That's the first pushback you've seen from Dave Rubin, probably since Milo Yiannopoulos, when he was fighting with Milo about atheism. It's not going to be a gay party. Like, this guy thinks there's going to be naked gay people all around hanging out, making out with each other all night. Like, this is how socially awkward and retarded this guy is, and it's because of his religion. But Ben knows that if he does go to that party, he might see Dave Rubin give a peck on the lips to his husband, and he just can't deal with that. That's why I said before, he's the type that would walk around the big city freaking out because of what he's seen going on around him. He's a retarded little spastic runt, and that's basically all the pushback you're gonna get from Dave Rubin also, at least for the people he considers on his side. Let's finish this cringe clip off really quickly here.
Okay. It'll just be a barbecue. Nothing gay is going to happen there.
Well, I wasn't worried it was going to turn into an orgy back there or something. Like, I wasn't worried you were going to bring out the village people or something.
Do you know that gay people have parties just the same? Well,
wait, what?
Sometimes.
What?
Just
no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was pretty well aware of that, in fact.
See, Ben, I don't think you really were aware of that, because why else would you have said, well, okay, can't it just be a barbecue? Why would you even say that, unless you thought there was going to be some gay orgy going on, you fucking dipshit.
And in fact, as I've said 1,000 times, happy to go out to dinner, my wife, your husband, happy to go out to dinner and do any of that stuff, as long as it's not like, rah, here's the thing you think is sinful, join me in celebrating it. Like, that's, but again, that applies to a wide variety of sins that, listen, it's harder on members of my family than anybody else. Like I've said before, I wouldn't attend an intermarriage. Right? Like a Jew marries a non-Jew, I won't attend an intermarriage. Yeah. So this is exactly the same issue.
Oh shit, it's not exactly the same issue, but it is still fucking bigoted of you. You wouldn't attend an interfaith marriage? What kind of fucking loser are you? What kind of sad, pathetic little man are you that you can't just enjoy people's happiness? I'm an atheist. I've gone to weddings. I've gone to church services, memorial services for people who have died. Do I just don't go because I don't believe in that shit? No, I have respect for some people. But it is what religion does to you. Religion does make you think you're high and mighty and above other people. Sure, Ben, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go to dinner and throw it in your face. Their sin. Ooh, the evil gay people, the sinners. They're gonna throw their sin in your face, boy. I guess like if I went to dinner with Ben Shapiro, I could ask him not to wear his yarmulke or something. Because, that's throwing your religion in my face. Or straight people kissing, Don't kiss. That's, you're throwing your straight kissing in my face. I mean, how stupid is this shit? This is how far we've come. Thanks for fucking holding back our progress, religion. It's so sad. But let's get off this topic and get to something else I find even funnier. I found out today that Ben Shapiro uses a sock account on Twitter. What? How did I do that, may you ask? Well, let me tell you. Do you know who Yasmin Mohammed is? She's an ex-Muslim who's on Twitter. I believe she was part of the secular jihadists. She's outspoken against religion, and Islam in particular. And she tends to get along with the intellectual dark web. The IDW, Dave Rubin's little crew of people, Ben Shapiro, Gad Saad. Sam Harris gets thrown in there, but I wouldn't really do that myself, because Sam keeps his distance a little from Rubin. But she had a problem with this clip, and she had a problem with Ben, and she was like, if religious people say things like, I won't go to a wedding for a gay couple or an interreligious couple, even if it's in my family, do these people have a leg to stand on when people reciprocate by being intolerant to their religions? Why is it only okay for the religious to be intolerant? And good on her. She's not porching. Now, she couldn't find the clip. I sent her a tweet of the clip. She posted it and got into it with Ben. So Ben posts this. You can think I am as wrong as you want. You can disagree with my religious precepts. You can avoid my synagogue, but I have not imposed on you with my beliefs, and you must not impose on my religious practice. True intolerance is imposition, not disagreement or refusal to approve. Well, I don't know about that, Ben, because you can't tolerate being at that party, so kinda is intolerance now, isn't it? But back to my point. I saw this tweet, and it reminded me of another tweet. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the screenshot. Like an idiot, I copied the tweet, was gonna post it, pasted it, and the link was gone. The tweets were deleted already. I was so mad at myself. But what made me recognize it was the line, "You can avoid my synagogue, but I have not imposed on you with my beliefs." The account typed out that exact same line, but it wasn't Ben Shapiro's account. It was some random account with like this greenish logo. I believe the name started with a K. I tweeted to Yasmin again, "Ben is using a sock account." There was a comment on this thread that used the exact same wording as Ben's tweet about avoid my synagogue, but if I don't impose, it's now deleted. She messaged back. I saw that. So I have someone else's eyewitness testimony too. I know eyewitness testimony isn't the best, but it's all I got because I don't have the screenshot. It's unfortunate. Next time, screenshots will be taken before links get copied, that's for sure. But old Ben must have forgotten to sign out of his sock before he typed this. And to be so stupid to use the exact same wording, I just hope someone else has the actual screenshot of the tweet and could actually send it to me if they do. If anyone out there has it, do me a favor and tweet it at me, because that would be fantastic. But that's basically the end of this, and I don't know. I think we should send some gay GIF tweets, whatever the fuck you call them, to Ben Shapiro. Why not? Send him some GIFs of dudes making out or anything like that, just to piss him off. Let's get a rise out of little old neurotic squirmy Ben. I know Twitter's been fucking boring and repetitive lately, so I'd like to see something out of the ordinary and funny. Anyway, guys, have a good night.